My next project car arrived yesterday. Little Nissan Tiida. From behind it doesn't look too bad, although you see something happening on the roof there. And there you can see the damages. So I have cut most of the glass out just to make it easier to move the car around. But we've got some serious dents on the bonnet. We've got big dents here on the quarter panel. And of course the roof, the A-pillar. And then in the back hatch, that can possibly be just polished out. And down the back here, that most of it I'm sure can be polished out. And then if we look across the top here, a lot of damage. And if you're wondering what happened with this car, it was parked underneath a carport and a tree collapsed on the carport and onto the car. So this car was stuck underneath a tree. Luckily, all the damage to it is panels. Nothing happened with the suspension. This car still rides fine. The interior is in perfect condition. There's a little bit of work needed on the dash where the windscreen was pushed in and the plastics have obviously pinched and popped. So we'll have to sort that out. Then of course, because of the way this corner's crunched, the bonnet doesn't open properly, but that will be sorted with new panel and new bonnet. Let's just open the bonnet. Come on, there it is. Right. You can see there, that's where the hinge catches. Motor is fine, no problems. Obviously the plastic trim here has been pushed away, so that will have to be checked. But if we look here where the pole came down, there's no damage to the strut pillar there. There doesn't appear to be any damage underneath. Obviously you'll have to check more once the panels are off. The mounting bracket for the headlight there is cracked off, but that's easily repairable. And this side here, obviously no damage. That quarter panel is still fine. The bonnet itself, well, that dent is not going to be so easy to remove, as that's exactly where the double panel is, but we will see about just getting a new bonnet. The driver's side door, if we look at the lines there, we can see it's hanging slightly, but I suspect that that's just it slid on its hinge. And we can see there at the bottom where it's catching. Now that is just realignment of the door, but otherwise the door is fine. And if we go around, look on the passenger side, we can see where the mirror is. There's a slight dent there. I suspect that that can be pushed out, but otherwise if we look at the lines, just ever so slight downward. Again, adjust the hinges and I'm sure that will be fine. If we check up front, line doesn't look too bad. Well, then again, that quarter panel is the crushed one. No. Back passenger door, no problems. The hatchback works properly. And no damage on the hinges here that I can see. Of course, the back driver's door also looking very nice. Of course, haven't quite yet decided on how we're gonna, on all the finishes and whatnot. So at the moment we're still evaluating and deciding how we're going to take care of most of this. Of course, the big issue here is the pressed indent here, how we're going to sort that out to make sure that the new windscreen fits. Of course, the A-pillar here where the pole sat, that's going to have to be probably cut out and fixed. Then of course on this A-pillar here where the tree laid on it, it's completely completely flattened the lovely little roll that it's supposed to have, and of course pressed it out this side towards the windscreen, but otherwise not in bad condition. Okay, the car has, if we turn him on, 182,000 on the clock. Everything's in order. If we start it, everything's happy. No check engine light. And seatbelt warning and door open warning. With that's back hatch is still open. Right. Interior is in good condition. The back seats as well. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my next project car.